Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Jurgen Klopp could get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sacked. Manchester United and Liverpool could be Solskjaer's last game in charge of Manchester United. Because Fabrizio Romano said earlier on today that Manchester United's game against Liverpool on Sunday is key for Solskjaer's future. Solskjaer has not yet beaten Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League, but he's beaten him in the FA Cup. Klopp has beaten Solskjaer in the Premier League. I've got a lot of respect for Klopp, despite me being a Manchester United fan. Klopp is a very good manager. He's one of the best managers Liverpool Football Club have had in this generation. He's won 4 trophies at Liverpool so far. He's obviously won the Premier League, won the Premier League the season before last. That was the first time Liverpool won a title in 30 years. Klopp's also won the Super Cup, he's won the FIFA Club World Cup, and he's also won the Champions League. Liverpool have won 6 Champions Leagues. They've won the most Champions Leagues out of the English clubs. Klopp got appointed in as Liverpool manager back in 2015, so he's been in charge of Liverpool for 6.5 years. He's under contract with Liverpool until 2024. Before Liverpool, he managed Borussia Dortmund. He won a few trophies with them. And before Borussia Dortmund, he was at Mainz 05. Before Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool had Brendan Rodgers. Liverpool endured one good season under Brendan Rodgers. Before, Liverpool have had Roy Hodgson. He's probably one of the worst managers that Liverpool Football Club have had. At one point they had Kenny Dalglish. Kenny Dalglish wasn't a good manager, but he was a good player. A long time ago, Liverpool had Rafa Benitez. And he was good. When Rafa Benitez managed Liverpool, he won the Champions League, he won the Super Cup, the FA Cup, and the Charity Shield. A long time ago as well, Liverpool had Gerard Houllier. He was a good manager. Gerard Houllier is obviously dead. He died a while ago. At one point, Liverpool had Bob Paisley. And in the 70s, they had Bill Shankly. Now, like I mentioned on the preview, Liverpool have got a very good squad. Liverpool have spent over 400 million under Jurgen Klopp. Liverpool have got Mohamed Salah, one of the best players in the world. I'd say he's the third best player in the world. I'd say it goes Ronaldo, Messi, then Salah. Salah will definitely be in contention to play in this game. You know, Salah versus Ronaldo. Liverpool have also got Firmino. He'll be in contention to play in this game. Firmino's been in scintillating form this season so far, so he's made up from last season, because last season Firmino was very poor. Last season Jota was ahead of Firmino, but now Firmino's regained his form. You know, he's getting his chances. Liverpool have also got Sadio Mane. He'll be in contention to play in this game. You know, Mane is good at creating chances, and you know his pace is good and he scores very good goals. Revert back to what I said on the preview, and that it'll be interesting to see how Manchester United's defence cope with the likes of Salah, Firmino and Mane. Well, I'm obviously hoping that our defence can keep them at bay. If we don't keep them at bay, Manchester United are in serious trouble. Liverpool have also got Diego Jota. I don't think he'll start the game. I think he'll come on as a substitute. Jota has made an impact at Liverpool. Liverpool got him last year from Wolves. I also thought Jota was a good player when he was at Wolves. Liverpool have also got Origi. He's their backup striker. Obviously he won't play in this game. He certainly won't start. I think Liverpool Football Club will sell Origi next year. I think Liverpool have got Minamino back. He was out on loan with Southampton last season. Liverpool got him in January last year. Liverpool have got a lot of midfielders in their team. Obviously one of their midfielders is Thiago Alcantara. He's injured, isn't he? Liverpool got Thiago from Bayern Munich last year. Another one of Liverpool's midfielders is Jordan Henderson. He's their captain. He'll be playing in this game, I should imagine. Another one of Liverpool's midfielders is Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's had some good games at Liverpool, but he's sustained some bad injuries at Liverpool, so he's injury prone. Chamberlain's not one of Liverpool's first choice midfielders. Chamberlain was at Arsenal before Liverpool. I thought he did well at Arsenal. He also did well when he was at Southampton when he was younger. Another one of Liverpool's midfielders is James Milner. I'm surprised he's still playing because he's aging up. When Milner does leave Liverpool, will he go to another club before he retires, or when he leaves Liverpool, will he retire? He might even go back to Leeds, Milner. Milner played in Liverpool's 3-2 win against Atletico Madrid. And put a good performance out. Another one of Liverpool's midfielders is Naby Keita. He's actually not one of their first choice midfielders. Keita scored a very good goal in Liverpool's game against Atletico Madrid in midweek. He could be involved in this game. Another one of Liverpool's midfielders is Fabinho. I think he'll be involved in this game. Earlier on this year, Fabinho signed a new contract with Liverpool until 2025. In fact, Liverpool extended a few players' contracts earlier on this year. Fabinho can also be deployed as a centre-half. He's played as a centre-half a few times, obviously when Liverpool's centre-halves have been injured. So there you go. Obviously, Liverpool have got Andrew Robertson. He's a very good left back. Probably the best left back in the Premier League. Liverpool got Andrew Robertson from Hull. Liverpool have also got Tsimkas. He's their backup left back. They brought him in last year. Tsimkas will only play if Andrew Robertson's not available. Obviously, Liverpool have got Trent Alexander-Arnold, their first choice right back. He's the best right back in the Premier League. Being part of Liverpool Football Club for a long time, risen up their academy. Liverpool have also got Kanate. He's one of their centre-halves. They brought Kanate in the summer transfer window. He was the only signing Liverpool made in the summer transfer window. They got him from RB Leipzig. Liverpool have done very good transfer business with RB Leipzig. Another one of Liverpool's centre-halves is obviously Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, he'll be playing in this game. Is he going to be able to keep Cristiano Ronaldo out? Van Dijk is the best centre-half in the world. He's the second most expensive centre-half in the world. Liverpool paid £75 million for him. They got him from Southampton a few years ago. Liverpool have also done very good transfer business with Southampton in recent years. Van Dijk was out with a bad injury last season. He was a big miss for Liverpool. But since he's come back, Liverpool look a much better team. Liverpool have also got Joe Matip. He's another one of their centre-halves. And they've also got Joe Gomez. He's another one of their centre-halves. And Liverpool's first choice goalkeeper is Allinson. As you all know, Liverpool have let quite a few players go. In the summer transfer window, they offloaded Shaqiri. He went to Lyon. Liverpool also let Wijnaldum go on a free transfer. He went to PSG. They also offloaded Harry Wilson. And there's other players as well they offloaded. Don't forget, was it last year, Liverpool offloaded Nathaniel Klein, Dejan Lovren and Adam Lallana. So, yeah, very good squad. Liverpool are one of the favourites to win the Premier League this season. Like I've said before, I hate to say that as a Manchester United fan, but I'm being realistic. Like I said, if Liverpool win the Premier League this season, they'll be level on titles with Manchester United. As it stands at the moment, Liverpool are on 19, Manchester United are on 20. Liverpool are sitting second in the Premier League at the moment and haven't lost a game yet so far this season. They recently had a good win against Atletico Madrid and they won their last league game against Watford 5-0. Just gonna have some of this. But Manchester United need to win this game. As you all know, Man United have not beaten Liverpool in the Premier League since 2018. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 3-2 win against Atalanta. Manchester United overcame a 2-goal deficit. Revert back to what I've said before. Solskjaer always seems to turn it around under pressure. The question is Man United's 3-2 win over Atlanta the turning point for Solskjaer? Well, as it stands at the moment, Solskjaer's job is safe. So he will not be sacked by Manchester United yet. Manchester United have got some injury concerns going into this game against Liverpool. Today I give you the news on Bruno Fernandes. It says Bruno Fernandes is a shock injury doubt for Man United's game against Liverpool. After limping in training, Fernandes played the full 90 minutes against Atalanta. But got on the end of some strong challenges. Marcus Rashford, he's got a leg injury now. I'm hoping Rashford's fit for this game. Rashford's done well since he come back. Rashford scored against Atalanta and he scored against Leicester last weekend on his comeback. Fred has also picked up a knock. He's a doubt for this game. Obviously, we know Varane's out with a groin injury for a few weeks, so he's definitely not going to be playing in this game. Martial's got an injury, but he doesn't get in our 11 anyway. And Amad Diallo, he's out with injury, but he doesn't get in our 11. Like I've said to you, Solskjaer is facing a daunting run of fixtures. We've got Liverpool on Sunday. Then his next league game after Liverpool, it's Tottenham. Then after Tottenham, it's Man City in the league. And we've got Arsenal and Chelsea coming up soon. And I can assure Manchester United are going to drop points in those games. I do believe Solskjaer will be sacked by Christmas. Solskjaer won't get until the end of this season unless results really improve. The vast majority of Manchester United fans are Ole out. Antonio Conte is the favourite to replace Solskjaer. It said not so long ago that Conte is interested in the Man United job and Conte wants a meeting with the Man United board. And it said Conte was waiting for a call from Man United after he rejected Newcastle. Earlier on this season, it said Conte would accept the Man United job if Solskjaer was sacked. But Conte made it clear that he wants a winning project. So reflecting on that, he rejected Arsenal and he rejected Tottenham. Conte is available because he left Inter Milan at the end of last season. Conte has got a good pedigree behind him. He won a lot of silverware in his home nation, and when Conte was in his first season at Chelsea, he won the Premier League. So he's managed in the Premier League before. That's beneficial. Don't forget though, there's also some Manchester United fans that are demanding Zidane in. Ronaldo wants Zidane. If Solskjaer does get sacked, he'll be the fourth permanent manager to be sacked since Ferguson, because we've already sacked 3 managers since Ferguson. We sacked Moyes, we sacked Van Gaal, and we sacked Jose Mourinho. And Manchester United are not even known as a sacking football club because we haven't got the structure to keep sacking managers. Obviously, This season is Solskjaer's third full season as Man United manager, and I did mention at the start of this season that this season was going to be massive for Solskjaer because he's got big expectations to exceed. But revert back to what I've said on my recent videos, I just feel as though that the expectations are far too high for Solskjaer to exceed, and I just believe Solskjaer's in a position that he shouldn't be in. Solskjaer has not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Earlier on this season, though, Solskjaer did say that we must leave a legacy of silverware. In the summer, Solskjaer signed a new contract with Man United until 2024. There's an option of a further year, and we made a mistake giving Solskjaer that contract because I can assure he won't see it out. If Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager in December, he'll be celebrating 3 years in charge of the club. I am surprised Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager, but the reason he's still Manchester United manager is because he's a legend of the club. That's what's kept him at Manchester United. But Ole has no proven pedigree as a manager. That's a concern. And Solskjaer's decision making also concerns me because analysing the vast majority of the games he's managed at Man United, he's been tactically naive. And like I've said on my other videos, Solskjaer has run out of excuses. Because Manchester United have got a title winning squad. So in reality we should be winning the Premier League this season. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. Manchester United enjoyed a very good summer transfer window this year. We spent around 141 million, made 4 signings, brought Tommy in on a free from Villa, brought Sancho in from Dortmund, brought Varane in from Real Madrid, and we re-signed Ronaldo after 12 years. And Solskjaer received very good backing in the summer transfer window. John Murtough backed him, Darren Fletcher backed him, Ed Woodward's also backed Solskjaer, and the Glazers backed him, surprisingly, but only because they'd been persuaded to. Solskjaer's enjoyed like 5 transfer windows now as permanent Man United manager. But like I've said before, when results aren't going our way and when we've been inconsistent, when we're inconsistent, you can't just put all the blame on Solskjaer. There's also certain players at Man United that have got to take responsibility. There's still some players at Man United that are not good enough to represent the club. And like I say, don't like the way the football club was run for a long time. Solskjaer got appointed in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. The reason we gave him the job permanently back in March 2019 was reflecting how well he did as the interim manager. We've spent like 441 million under the Solskjaer era, and Solskjaer has signed 14 players. Ollie's also got rid of a lot of players since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. He's loaned players out, he's got rid of a lot of players permanently. You can say progress has been made under Solskjaer, because like I said, he's got us to semi-finals, got us to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, got us to the Europa League final, and that was his first major final as Manchester United manager. So there you go, and Solskjaer got us a second place finish last season. In his first full season, he got us a third place finish, and I also like the way Solskjaer develops the youth. And to be fair, Ollie's more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. But despite me criticising Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure, I've got to make an admission and say, yeah, he has done a pretty good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. I didn't expect him to do as well as he has done. You know, I thought he'd done far worse, if I'm going to be honest with you. Earlier on today, I was talking with you about Donny van der Beek. Solskjaer did admit that Donny van der Beek is frustrated and disappointed over his situation at Manchester United. I don't think Solskjaer wants Van der Beek. Van der Beek played no part against Atalanta recently. Didn't play against Leicester either last weekend. Earlier on this season, Van der Beek was furious with Solskjaer as he was left on the bench in Man United's win over Villarreal. And reflecting on that, he said Van der Beek will try to force a January transfer away from Man United following his Villarreal meltdown. Earlier on this season, Van der Beek told Solskjaer his best position. He reckons he'd be best served operating as a number 6 or as a number 8. And earlier on this season, Van der Beek spoke about his Man United future in an exclusive interview with Rio Ferdinand. Earlier on this season, he said Van der Beek's agent was said to be working hard on finding a new club for his client. Many clubs are in for Van der Beek. Earlier on this season, Fabrizio Romano revealed that Van der Beek's planning to leave the club in January. But Solskjaer has to start Van der Beek, especially in the Premier League, because he's a good player, but I haven't really had much of a perception on him at Man United. Van der Beek's endured 18 months at Man United. You know, he's endured a difficult 18 months. This season is Van der Beek's second full season at Man United. We got Van der Beek for 40 million, with add-ons included. He's got a contract with Man United till 2025, and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. I'm expecting Man United to sell quite a lot of players next year. I think Martial will go next year. Cavani will go next year. I can't say I want Cavani to leave though, because he's made an impact since he's come in. Mata will go next year. I think Lingard will go next year as well. As you all know, Lingard's planning to run down his contract. Not so long ago it said Lingard rejected a Man United contract offer because of 2 players. And the other month it said Lingard rejected a Man United contract over playing time concerns. Lingard's contract at Man United expires at the end of the season. I think Solskjaer wants to keep Lingard. Well, ESPN said that Lingard's a target for Barcelona and AC Milan. Yeah, Van der Beek will go next year. I think Matic will go next year. I'm hearing that Barcelona want him. I think Tellez will go next year because Tellez doesn't really get in the team. I think Jones, Bailly and a lot will all leave next year. So there you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.